In 2011, Elon Musk was asked about a Chinese electric car company called BYD, and his reaction, he laughed. Not just a little laugh, he completely dismissed them. Back then, Tesla looked unstoppable. Tesla was the future. Tesla was the king of electric vehicles. And BYD, most people outside China had never ever heard the name. But fast forward today, BYD has become one of the most powerful EV companies on earth. In some categories, they have already surpassed Tesla. They sell millions of vehicles. They dominate China. They are expanding across Europe, Asia, South America, and beyond. And now the company Elon Musk once laughed at straightened Tesla global dominance. So how did this happen? How did a Chinese battery company become a global EV superpower? And why is BYD growing so fast while Tesla faces increasing pressure? This is the incredible story of how BYD beat Tesla. In 2011, during a Bloomberg interview, Elon Musk was asked about BYD. At the time, BYD was trying to enter the electric vehicle market.
Buffett owns 10% stake in that. Why do you laugh? BYD is trying to compete. Why do you laugh?
Have you seen their car?
I have seen their car.
But Elon clearly didn't see them as a serious competition. Tesla was focused on premium innovation. Tesla had the Model S, Silicon Valley hype, luxury branding, and revolutionary technology. Meanwhile, BYD cars looked basic. Their brand wasn't respected globally, and many people believed Chinese automakers could never compete with Tesla. But Elon missed something important. BYD wasn't trying to win attention. They were building quietly and strategically. BYD actually started as a battery company in 1995. The founder, Wang Chuanfu, came from a poor background in China. He was a chemist and engineer who believed batteries would shape the future. At first, BYD made rechargeable batteries for phones and electronics, and they became extremely successful. Eventually, BYD became one of the world's biggest battery manufacturers. That part is critical because batteries are the single most important and expensive part of any electric vehicle. While Tesla depended heavily on suppliers, BYD controlled its own battery production. That gives them a massive long-term advantage. One of the biggest reasons BYD succeed is something called vertical integration. Tesla has some of these too, but BYD took it even further. BYD makes batteries, chips, electronics, motors, semiconductors, vehicle software, and many of the parts inside the car. This means BYD depends less on outside suppliers. So when supply chains became chaotic during the pandemic, BYD stayed strong. While many automakers struggled with shortages, BYD kept producing cars, and because they controlled so much of production internally, they could sell EVs cheaper than competitors. That changed everything. To understand BYD's rise, you have to understand China. China is the largest EV market in the world, and the Chinese government aggressively supported electronic vehicles for years. Subsidies, infrastructure, charging networks, manufacturing support, EV incentives. This created the perfect environment for companies like BYD to grow rapidly. Tesla entered China and had success, but BYD had a home advantage. They understood local consumers better, they moved faster, and they offered something Tesla didn't: affordable EVs. Tesla mostly focused on premium cars. BYD focused on scale. In massive market like China, affordability matters a lot. This is where BYD became dangerous. Instead of selling only luxury EVs, BYD created vehicles for almost everyone: Jeep city cars, family sedans, SUV, hybrids, luxury models. Their lineup became huge, and many BYD vehicles cost for less than Teslas. For example, BYD Sugal became famous globally because of its extremely low price. Some versions were priced under 10,000 in China. How about $10,000 in China? That shocked the global auto industry because Tesla simply couldn't compete at those prices. BYD realized something important. The future of EVs isn't only about luxury, it is about mass adoption. BYD also became a leader in battery innovation. Their blade battery gained attention for battery safety, lower costs, longer durability. Battery fires became a major concern in the EV industry. BYD marketed the blade battery as safer and more stable, and because BYD already had a deep battery expertise, they moved faster than many competitors. Today, BYD isn't just a car company, it is also one of the most important battery companies in the world, and that gives them enormous power in the EV industry. Now, let us look at the numbers. In 2024, Tesla delivered around 1.79 million fully electric vehicles globally, and BYD delivered around 1.96 million battery vehicles. That gap became incredibly small, but here is the bigger story, including hybrids. And black in hybrids, BYD sold more than 4.27 million vehicles in 2024. That's explosive growth. BYD's total vehicle sales grew over 41% year over year in 2024. And by the 2025, many reports showed BYD officially surpassing Tesla in global EV leadership. Meanwhile, Tesla started facing slowing growth, increased competition, price wars, aging vehicle lineup concerns, and declining sales in some markets. The industry was changing fast. Tesla changed the world. There is no question about that. Without Tesla, the EV revolution might not have happened this quickly, but Tesla now faces problem. Competition finally arrived, and not just from BYD. China now has multiple fast-growing EV companies like NIO, Xinping, Li Auto, Xiaomi, and many more. The EV market is no longer Tesla alone, and BYD became the strongest competitor because they mastered manufacturing, cost efficiency, scale, battery control, and pricing. Tesla still dominates in software, brand power, charging infrastructure, autonomous driving technology, but BYD dominates volume and affordability, and in the long run, that may matter more globally. The craziest part of this story is that Elon Musk publicly laughed at BYD years ago, but today BYD has become one of Tesla's biggest threats. This is one of the biggest lessons in business history. Never underestimate quiet competitors, because while the world focused on Tesla headlines, BYD was building factories, improving batteries, lowering costs, and preparing for global expansion slowly then suddenly. So, who wins the EV war? Tesla, BYD, or another company entirely? One thing is certain: the electric vehicle industry is entering completely new era, and the company Elon Musk once laughed at is now helping shape the future of transportation. And honestly, this may only be the beginning. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more business, technology, and future focused documentaries, and comment below. Do you think BYD will fully overtake Tesla globally, or will Tesla make comeback? My name is Abdul Hakim Abdul. See you in the next video. Bye bye.